Hey guys, I'm IzDaisho here bringing you another episode of this arena run. Haven't played in a few days. Went to a Magic the Gathering tournament, actually the second largest Magic the Gathering tournament ever in history. And I've been doing a little write-up, and I'll probably be posting that later today. Maybe yesterday, depending on when this video goes up. But yeah, anyway, if you're not interested in that, I'm going to stop talking about it. And if you are interested in that, then I'm still going to stop talking about it, so take that. So 2-0 with this deck. I think that when I created it, I felt that it was okay, not good. But we'll see how we roll here. Whew, that is so tempting to keep in my opening hand. If my opponent doesn't, like, start out aggressive, then I can just drop this guy on, like, turn 4. And even if he does, I have some good control elements here. We'll see what we're gonna do here. Not gonna do anything on turn 1 for sure. I might just like start playing out stuff though, so I don't fall too far behind. I am playing against a shaman. He mulled all of his cards, so if he doesn't do anything in the beginning of the game, then I could be in pretty good shape here. Alright. Hellfire too, which means that I can take control over the board either before or after my mountain giant comes down. So yeah, this is looking non-terrible. Draw a card. Now my giant is only going to cost 4 next turn, which means that I can still run out the Harvest Golem and then play him on turn 4. And my opponent's not doing anything. So yeah, if he doesn't draw a Hex very, very soon, then it's going to be really difficult for my opponent to come back into this game. He's getting some advantage by playing these totems out, but for the most part, not much that an 8-8 can't change. Getting an 8-8 on turn 4 in this game is insane. You're used to playing like a good card being a 4-5 on turn 4. An 8-8 is just ridiculous. So he could just trade his 2 guys and then play a totem. That'll be pretty good here. I guess he's looking for a different totem, so he didn't bother to do it pre-combat. And I might just end up soul-firing his Flame Tongue totem here after I attack with the Mountain Giant. Or after I drop the Mountain Giant, rather. Yeah, I think I'm probably just going to do that. Get to keep this little thing around to start murderizing his totems, and it's a pretty good value use of my token, of my my Soulfire, I think. And but pretty much if he doesn't have Hex, I think I'm going to be able to win this game. If he does, then maybe not, but we're still in pretty good shape. Because I have good spells to play. Though I don't really want to play Dread Infernal with a 2-1 out. I guess that could be an argument for not casting Soulfire last turn. What did I discard off Soulfire? Like a... What did I discard? A Stormpike Commando. Who cares? Card is so irrelevant. Yeah. That's not great for you. Forked Lightning. Sure, you got it. Alright, so I mean he is dealing some damage to my guy, which is okay for him, I guess. But this is nice. Alright, let's go ahead and draw a card here. Yep, would have been nice to have that in hand. And then just play Raging Worgen, and opponent's overloaded 2 here, so he can only cast a 4-mana spell, but a 4 damage spell. But if he has like a Lightning Bolt, then he could kill it. And then I mean, he didn't lose so much value out of the whole Mountain Giant situation. But the worst part is that I still have a lot of good cards in hand for my opponent, at least. Alright, so it's essentially the same thing as a Lightning Bolt, except it costs a lot more. But it still the Mountain Giant still took out 2 full cards plus half of a Forked Lightning, so looking pretty sweet here. And value Dread Infernal. Gonna be able to hit my Raging Worgen so that he is enraged. And that's kind of an interaction that I didn't see until just now, so I'm pretty happy that I didn't miss it, because it's a pretty sweet interaction. Unless, of course, he has Lightning Storm. But even so, if he's using a Lightning Storm just to basically take out my Raging Worgen and only half of my Dread Infernal, then I think I'm okay with it. Feral Spirit. Sure, you got it. Dust Devil. Whoa there, buddy. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do here is drop... Maybe not. I was thinking of just playing Wild Pyro and then killing one of these things, but then my Dread Infernal's going to die. My Dread Infernal's going to die next turn no matter what I do. So maybe that is still the best play. And this way I can clear his board and still draw a card. Or play a 2-3. Yeah, I think I'd rather just play a 2-3 here. I don't need to worry about my life total at any time soon. I just need to make sure not to just murderize this thing before I at least attack with it and get some more value out of it. But it was pretty good too. Wow, look at that. He was overloaded 6 from last turn. What did he do? He played a Dust Devils, Feral Spirits, whatever. Alright, let's just trade here. And then play one of these. Attack, draw a card. Probably should have drawn a card first, but would not have had any change or effect on my decision. Probably, I don't know. It doesn't matter. My decisions at this point are pretty much irrelevant. I got ridiculous advantage out of a lot of my cards in the beginning of the game, and now I'm up. Let's see, he's got 4 cards, and I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, access to 7 cards. Something like Corehound just doesn't matter at this point. That's a little annoying. I might just have to actually trade this off for it. I could either do that or trade the Doom Guard. I think I'd just rather do this. And yeah, I'm just gonna play this and this. Pass the turn. I don't need a coin into a draw here. Even though the coin is gonna do pretty much nothing for me at this point in the game. Watch my opponent somehow come back and like hex my guy and then play a Lightning Storm, and then he's still down 2 cards to 5. There's a Chillwind Yeti. And there's a Magma Rager. Not necessarily the greatest Hearthstone card ever printed. Speaking of why Magma Rager is terrible. Alright. Hit that and that. And then may as well just drop a Dark Scale Healer here. Could have played the Senjin and drawn, but like, just again, these decisions are pretty much inconsequential because no matter what I do, I would have a lot of trouble losing. My opponent basically has to have perfect cards, and I have to have perfectly terrible cards. But I don't even think that there's like a combination of cards that I can draw that wouldn't allow me to win this game. Alright, you got a Fire Elemental. Man, all of his cards are exactly 5 toughness, so this Shadow Bolt has just not been doing work for me. Is he just dead? I think he's actually just dead here. 11, 13, 14, 15. So if the only way that I lose is, or that I don't win this turn, is if I discard these 2 exact cards. And I need to do this for... Oh, I could have just attacked with those 2 and then played Hellfire, but that's alright. Wait, this is a demon, right? Okay, of course. Yeah, I could have just attacked with my pig and my Sunfury Protector first, and then Hellfired, and then played this thing, and that would have been just much smarter, because then there would be 0 chance that I wouldn't just win this turn. So that was a little bit silly on my part to do it that way, but, you know, that's alright. Play another one. A couple more games, call it a day. Need to record some Duels of the Planeswalkers for my Duels Promise that I was going to do a Magic video a week. But, yeah, I'll record that later on in the day, maybe right after this one. I don't know. I've been in a bad habit of just recording a couple of games and then signing off for the day and then coming back the next day and then recording a couple of games. I used to just do it just one take, just go straight, talk for 2 hours, and you know, I don't know. It's tough. At some point, it just gets difficult, but Alright, so Mortal Coil is probably a good one to keep in my opener against against a paladin, but I don't really want the other two. I want some early creatures if possible, like Mad Bomber, for instance. And with Demon Fire, Mortal Coil, Mad Bomber, I'm pretty much guaranteed to have a reasonable start. And I think that this deck is pretty good. I mean, its creatures scale pretty well into the late game. It's got a nice curve and some powerful dudes, so there's a good chance that I'll be in a good position. Ooh, Raging Worgen. That really should be nice here. Like, there's just a very good chance that he... Even that is pretty good for me. I may just coin out a Raging Worgen here. I think I will. Because he's got to deal with it, and if he can't, then... I've got a very good turn next turn. Alternatively, I could have just Demon Fired it or played Mad Bomber and then coined out a Mortal Coil to kill it if it only hit it once. If it hit 0 times, it probably would have been awkward, but pretty much regardless of what he does this turn, I'll be okay next turn. Especially since I have a Soulfire in my grip. I don't want to overload too much on playing X2s this turn. Sword of Justice. That's annoying. Whoa there, buddy. Just trading. Good idea, I guess, but... Alright, that was probably the worst possible situation for me. He just uses 1 durability and trades with his 2-drop. Could have been a lot better. What else you got, bro? Yeah, that Sword of Justice is gonna be a tough one. This might actually be worth it for me to just Spellbreaker to silence that with all that stuff that he's got on it. I think it is, because I don't really have a better play this turn anyway. I can finish that guy off, and now he's got a nice little 1/1 that I can Mortal Coil next turn if he doesn't just hit into it. And then he's only at 2 more durability with this, and I'm not too far behind because of it, so that's pretty good. Wow, that thing is giant. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Dark Scale Healer. So, hit for 4 Demon Fire, Soulfire. That is 7. Or Demon Fire, Mortal Coil, rather. Or we could do 4, 6, 7. And there's a chance I discard the Mortal Coil, and that'd be really bad. Could also just hit and Hellfire. No matter what I do, I'm getting 2 for 1. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do this into that, into that. And there's a Knife Juggler. Pretty good draw. It'll just trade for that and maybe the last durability on that, which is nice, because I really don't want to have to deal with that thing anymore. Don't really have a good turn next turn. Hopefully I'll draw 4 drops or a 6 drop. I'd be shocked if he didn't end up killing my guy this turn. Fortunately, I do have a Hellfire and a reasonable amount of life, so if he does have a pretty good turn here, then there's a decent chance that I can just Hellfire and get rid of all the things that he did. Counteract his last turn. Blessing, O Kings. Alright. So, I could Hellfire here. Would not be the most valuable play I've ever had, but either way, I'm going to draw a card first. Mortal Coil. Alright, Hellfire it is. Not the greatest Hellfire ever, but I mean, if you look at the game right now, 5 cards to 5 cards, I'll be drawing a card on my turn, so we're not in such bad shape. I am 1 card behind where I should be. That is massive right here. Ugh. Alright. Well, I'll just play this thing out. Good chance he just hits, and then I can Mortal Coil it. So, 1 for 1 trades. Oh god. Okay, yeah, that's pretty bad. I can still Hellfire and Shadow Bolt. or I can Hellfire, Soulfire, and Senjin. That sounds better. Did not really want to lose that, but yeah, so the reason why I made this play is because I lose a couple of cards, but I get back up on tempo, which is really what I need at this point in the game, because I have so much mana, so I'm going to need to start drawing cards. So what I want to do is this turn trade some tempo, and then, or get some tempo, and then next turn I can hopefully get it back. That's really bad for me too. He's just playing a lot of massive creatures here. Stormpike Commando. That's a good one. No, it's not. Be 1 damage short. Alright. Let's just play this guy and hit here. Really unfortunate that I was 1 damage short, so if I had just drawn this instead of it being off my draw, then I would have had a really good turn, but oh no, and he has the True Silver Champion. Oh, he's not gonna hit. That's confusing. I would have thought that he would rather take 1 extra damage than have to his face than have 1 extra damage on his creature, but it's just him, so I don't know. Alright, so looks like I can clear his board next turn, except for the 1/1. Well, I actually could kill the 1/1 too. Well, that's good. And I think I do want to kill the 1/1 in case he has any sort of pump effect. Ooh, that is a great draw right here. If I draw a cheap spell, then I can play it without even losing any creature, without losing any cards. That's really bad for me, because I'm only at 12 right now, or I'm only at 19, so he can do a lot of damage to me. Alright, so hopefully I draw something expensive so that I don't have to, there we go, lose my cards. I'll draw a card here. Play both of these two out, and ship the turn. And yeah, now there's actually a good chance that he doesn't just hit me with the Ravenhold Assassin. He might, but he might not also, so... Alternatively, no, I couldn't have actually done anything good with the Wild Pyro. Blessing of Wisdom. Jeez. And he's going for my face. Ugh. I hate it when this guy turns into a 1/6. That's the worst. And he's going to trade that here. Nope, he's going for my face. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Alright, what's the best way to deal with this? I need to lose this thing this turn, so I'm just going to run it in here. Next, I actually can clear his board here pretty easily. I'm going to go ahead and hit this. Because that'll trigger this guy, and then I can hit all those guys, kill that. And then I think it's best to just keep his board clear rather than cast the Ogre there. Let him hit me for 3. Maybe it was smarter to cast the Ogre because I need the card. But I'm really hoping this Doomguard can take me the rest of the way there. And whatever I draw off the top, ugh. That's such a bad card for me to see right here. Another Doomguard. That is a very good card for me to see right here. Ugh, I really don't want to lose to like a True Silver Champion, so... maybe I should have been attacking. Or like a... I mean, that leaving the 1/1 loses to a Blessing of Kings or a True Silver Champion. I'm probably still going to lose this game. Alright. Felguard's a good draw. Makes me only dead to Hammer of Wrath. So I think I'm actually going to draw a card here. No, I don't need to. Well, I kind of want to 5, 10, 10, 13. Yeah, I think I do want to draw a card here. Oh, that was a good one. I don't really want to give that one taunt, but I will give the 5/3 taunt. Alright, so if he doesn't have, like, a spell that kills me... Lay on Hands. Oh god, that's so bad for me. He just needs to draw, like, another, like, a thing that deals 1 damage, an Elven Archer, or something like that, or a Hammer of Wrath. And he hasn't played any Hammer of Wrath. So I only have 6 cards left in my deck, so I need to kill him before then. This is a scary one. Equality. Oh god, no, that's bad. Alrighty. What do we got here? Probably not gonna activate my hero ability here. I don't know, maybe I will, but probably not. And Consecration now also kills me. Maybe I shouldn't have gone to 1 just to avoid losing to Consecration. Please be the 2/1, thank you. 6, 11. Ugh, I don't have any more Doom Guards left in this deck. I don't think that I can kill him next turn.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
That's bad. Because now I have to either kill him this turn or kill his creatures. Harvest Golem, that's not going to help. So yeah, now I need to kill all his creatures but 1. And not lose this guy. So I actually just have to hit here. I don't think I have any other options. Right? Yeah. No options. Alrighty. Let's see what you got here, bro. If he does hit the Felguard and kills it. Still only have 9 damage, so I would need to draw Soulfire if I have one. Oh my god. All of these lethal creatures. Yeah, this is going to be my last turn. If I can't kill him this turn, then I can't win. Demon Fire. Oh, so close. And I definitely can't live another turn. So I can do 8, 10 damage. Huh. Right? Nothing. No ghoul. Ghoul, not demon. Yeah, looks like I'm defeated here. Maybe it'll be bad. I don't know. So close. Just could not quite stabilize in time. Yeah, that's a silence, and that's a tiger. That was a very clutch equality too. I don't know why he waited all that time just to do that, but I think I actually had used my Soulfire also, so I don't think that there was actually any card that I could have top decked that last turn that would have won me the game. Let's check. What did we still have in deck? Still had a Kobold Geomancer, maybe a Spellbreaker, maybe a Darkscale Healer, Mountain Giant. I didn't even play Mountain Giant that game. So if I had drawn Mountain Giant towards the end, actually no, that wouldn't have been good because I don't think I would have been able to cast it even. But yeah, let's play one more. Either way, that shows. I guess I don't really think that shows much about my deck. I think that he just got off. How did I lose that game? Let's see. Why was I so far on the back foot? It was really mostly that Ravenhold Assassin. Like, we were about even, and then he played that, and I just had to play defensively from there to protect my life total. And I couldn't really gain super board control. Maybe it was actually a good turning point. Might have been that that turn where I played the Doomguard instead of the Boulder Fist Ogre. Wouldn't have really mattered. I think that actually wouldn't have mattered, because the next draw I had was another Doomguard, so I would have lost one of the Doomguards instead of one of the Boulder Fist Ogres, so it wouldn't really have mattered. I think I might want to keep the Geomancer around. Spell damage is pretty useful in this deck, even with all of his cards. If I can draw some Mortal Coil, so should be okay to keep. So I have a couple options here. Could play 2-drop into 2-drop. Probably my best option. The problem is I just don't really want to play this, but I think I'm going to do this anyway. And the reason why it's such a good option is because getting on the board from the start is so powerful in Hearthstone, And the fact that I have plays for a long time and I never have to use my hero ability means that I'm just going to be able to take over the game. And this turn, I don't even have to... Oh, that's awesome for me. Yeah, I'm not even going to play anything out. I'm just going to draw a card. Gain some card advantage. I mean, just him using his hero ability on 2 and me using my hero ability on 2 are just, like, not even in the same league. His doesn't do anything except for gain him a small amount of life. And mine does ridiculous things for me. Alrighty. Actually, I think I'm going to play this Flesh-Eating Ghoul here. And just tradesies. Get my guy to be a 4-3, and he only has left with a 1-1 on board. I still have my Demon Fire, my Mortal Coil, along with my Geomancer for extra spell damage. This is looking solid for me right here. Dark Iron Dwarf was probably one of the best few cards that he could have had there, but unfortunately I cannot kill it this turn, so I think it's best to just drop this guy. And now the game is pretty much even. That was the best card he could have played, Dark Iron Dwarf. I could have played around it, but I think playing around an all classes card is pretty tough. You never know which ones your opponents are going to get, so. Alright, there's a Spellbreaker. I could really use a Hellfire right here. Even so, this should be fine. Yeah, what should I do here? I could play this, and this. Yeah, let's do that. Spell damage. Pew pew that. And then pew pew that. So yeah, that's exactly why I think Geomancer is just insane in this deck. I didn't even see that play right away. I'm really glad that I didn't just drop something. If I had another like somewhat obvious play, I definitely would have screwed that up, and I'm really happy that I didn't have any other good options other than that. If I had just drawn Hellfire, I would have slammed it, but I think this play was a lot better. I got to 1-for-1 a couple of dudes, and definitely put myself in a good spot. Alright. That is awesome for me. So what do I want to do this turn? Probably just want to play a Dread Infernal, so let's just oh, I thought I hit right click, but yeah. I lose one of the damages off the spell damage, so that's fine. But Dread Infernal was my best play there. I just want to play a 6/6 really. It had nothing, very little to do with the dealing 1 damage. Dealing 1 damage was actually pretty bad. I lost my Drain Life, which kind of sucks. My opponent is definitely not giving up here. And he's got an Inner Rage. Sure. You got it, bro. Okay, so pretty good turn. Gonna draw a card first, most likely, depending on what I have here. Yeah, we're gonna draw a card. Knife Juggler, that's fine. Then I'm gonna hit here and then heal up my guy. So that his 2/2 can't trade with it. Very beneficial turn. He's got. I mean, it's not like it was an insane and unbeatable turn, but it was pretty good. I have these 2 Doom Guards sitting around, which is a little bit awkward because I'd much rather play my other guys out first. But looks like I'm gonna end up just completing the oh no, Value Train is not achieved here. The 2/2 isn't gonna be able to do much here. He might just hit my 4/5. It'll probably be a good play. Yeah. And Battle Rage. Yeah, that was a good turn for him. That was pretty devastating. Alright, hopefully I can hit his guy with my Knife Juggler. What else should I play? Maybe I should draw a card first. Yeah, let's draw a card first. Boulder Fist Ogre, you say. Perhaps I just want to play this and hit here. This is a little bit weak if my opponent has a Cruel Taskmaster or another Inner Rage, but there's no guarantee that he's playing more than 1 Inner Rage in his deck, and he might not have picked up any Taskmasters, and even if he did, they still have to be within the top 50% of his deck for it to be relevant that I made that trade. Even so, if one of the cards that... Well, I guess he's got 7 cards, so that's not really a good argument. But I was going to say, if one of the cards is that, then that means that he's not doing that much else. But it's only 2 mana and 1 card, so he's still going to be able to have a good turn if Cruel Taskmaster is his play. Gore Howl. Oh, no. Where's my Swamp Ooze? Gore Howl is just one of the best cards in the game. Especially when you're, like, okay on life. Ooh. That could be an error here. if he just attacked me. Yeah. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Ooh, there's a Mortal Coil. Let's start with this. Adventure Co. Mercenary, you say? Let's do this. Yeah, okay, so he's gotta do more than just Gorehowl to get out of this situation. The reason why I played the Venture Co is because it's a very tempting target for the Gorehowl, and then I can play my Stormwind and have it not die, deal a lot of damage the turn it comes out, and I don't know, my Doom Guards are actually pretty good against Gorehowl because they have 7 toughness, so yeah, my opponent's really far behind on life. He's ahead on cards, but behind on board also. And being behind on life and board is not good. That's a good card to drop here. Or it's not a terrible card to play here. Gaining a bunch of life. Cycling to a new card that might be able to help him out of this spot. That's not a bad card here. I wonder what he's hitting with it though. Probably the 4-1, maybe the 3-2, probably the 3-2 actually. And then in turn, I wonder what I'm going to do next turn. Could depend on my draw pretty heavily. Okay, so that was a pretty clear attack. Because his Gorehowl was 6 and my guy's a 7/6. And execute. Alrighty, that was a pretty good turn. Sun Fury Protector. Let's see, what can we do here? I think I do just want to drop a Doom Guard. Actually, I just want to play 2. I think that's my best chance to win this game. Playing cards and playing from behind when he's got more cards than me is a terrible idea. At least in this situation, he can't really use his Gorehowl for the rest of the game, and he's got to be able to have cards to deal with both of these Doom Guards right now, or he's going to lose the game next turn.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
So far, that's not enough. Okay, still not enough. I don't know why he didn't do that first. It looks like he's just dead. I mean, double Doom Guard, 10 damage surprise like that after being hit by the Venture Co is a little bit dangerous. I don't know, it might have been an awkward play on my part, but there's not that much that actually does beat 2 5/7s when he is only at 7 life like that. But there are definitely some cards that he could have had that would have put me in a bad spot and made me wish that I did not do that. It was also the easiest play. Once I dropped the first Doom Guard and there was 5 mana and still a Doom Guard and only one other card in hand, it was like, that's just what's happening this turn. But alright, we're 4-1. Could be better, could be 5-0, but you know, it happens. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Tune in hopefully tomorrow, if I get around to making the video, for more arena runs. Have a wonderful day. Bye.